Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Kerry Schneider along with Jason Stomp and Jeremy Marcos. And tonight, or this afternoon rather, the Wildcats are at home to take on neighboring county rival, the Heritage Hills Patriots. The Patriots coming into tonight's contest with a 16-2 record. Their only losses to Guerin Catholic and Pike Central, while the Wildcats coming on the heels of a nice victory Thursday night against the Bar Reed Vikings, number 2 in Class 1A. Which gave them Wildcats an 8-8 record coming into this contest with the highly touted Heritage Hills Patriots. Jason, as we look at this ball game, what we see, of course, the Wildcats got a little stiff test ahead of them today, needs to say, with this very highly touted bunch in Heritage Hills.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kerry. Heritage Hills, obviously, their game revolves around Sisley. He's going to get his points. He's going to do what he's capable of doing out there. I feel like what Jasper, to be successful today, they have to limit what the other 4 players on the floor are able to do and able to accomplish, and that's going to come down to the defense that we play. If we get out there and we get after it on defense and we play hard-nosed defense, we'll have a shot. If we don't, we're going to have one of those games that we've had earlier in the year, and this could be a lopsided game. So we've got to get out there and we've got to get after those other 4 guys.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, you used to always say that with the Zellers and so forth in Washington. Let them get their 40 but take care of the remaining 4, as you said. Now, of course, this is a big game, even though it's only in the infamous Saturday afternoon slot here on girls sectional weekend. But still, a very nice crowd today.
Very nice.
And so forth. It's going to be, big rivalry between these two that are, like I said, they're not county rivals, but they are neighboring rivals who know the 2 schools that know a lot about each other.
Well, there's no doubt, and obviously Heritage Hills has a good following because they're 16-2 and they have a good team. And Jasper, people in general, Jasper fans of basketball enjoy getting to see good basketball games and good basketball players and teams. So, that's brought out a lot of people from the community here in Jasper to watch Heritage Hills and more so probably Trent Sisley play.
Speaking of Trent Sisley, he leads the lineup for the Heritage Hills Patriots, along with number 32, Colton Hope, number 30, Jake Pryor, Peyton Gray, number 14, and Hunter Meredith, number 12. Sisley and Andrew Noblick will battle for the tip, and looks like we're going to try that again. Wildcats, meanwhile, have Griffin Heil in the lineup as he got his first start on Thursday night against Bar Reeve. Heil, Wallace, Giesler, Noblet, and Day, the starting 5 for John Gable's ball club. Patriots, of course, led by and coached by Nate Hawkins, 144-43 in his 8th year at Heritage Hills. Patriots do control the tip, and we're just underway here at JHS Gym.
And one thing, Kerry, that, a lot of people don't realize is how young Heritage Hills is.
Absolutely. Not one senior on the ball.
They don't have a senior on the roster. Yep. They've got 2 freshmen, 7 juniors. So obviously, they're going to be pretty good next year again.
I was just going to say, as Sisley took that shot, fade away, and the rebound is stolen away by Noblet. Yeah, they got plenty of good days ahead of them.
But, down here on that offensive shot there, we got to limit them to 1 shot. We can't let them get an offensive rebound.
Giesler with the basketball. He circles it over to the right. He finds Logan Day. Down low to Griffin Heil and puts it off the glass. No good. Sisley comes down with the board, and the Patriots will bring it up the floor. In the corner. 3 on the way is off the mark. No good, and Day will come up with the board. 1 shot, 1 possession there.
That's what you got to do.
Noblet drives the baseline, finds Day on the wing. Day inside the circle now. Here's Giesler with it. About a 15-foot jumper is no good. Both teams struggling to find the basket here in the outset. Their first couple of possessions. But it is early.
That's an interesting matchup, I think, with Noblet guarding Sisley. You got our leading scorer guarding their leading scorer.
Jumper is no good. Sisley battles with the rebound with a pair of Wildcats. They say it will be last touched by Trent Sisley. It'll belong to the Cats.
The biggest thing you got to watch there is we've got to keep Andrew out of foul trouble. When you put him up against their best player, we cannot get Andrew in foul trouble, or it could be a long day for us.
So again, no score. And here is Wallace, circles at top of the key, over to Nabi. Jasper working the basketball around over to Wallace. Heil now tries to find Noblet on a backdoor play, but Patriots come up with the steal. Gray turns around and puts up a jumper. It's good. The Patriots do finally draw first blood as Peyton Gray scores the first 2 points of this contest. It's 2-0 Heritage Hills. Wallace finds Giesler in the backcourt. Day now. Noblet down low to Will Wallace. Will turns around and puts a shot up, no good, and Sisley comes up aboard, loses it. Wallace has it, back to Giesler, up and in. So Braden Giesler with the first 2 points for the Wildcats is 2-2. Here's a shot, no good. Rebound Jasper. Noblet's got it. He'll bring it right up the floor. Wallace for 3. Off the mark, no good. Gray has the rebound, and he'll bring it up. He'll find a man down low, shot up and in by number 12, Hunter Meredith.
Heritage Hills is going to get the ball out on defense and try to run. We've got to get back and stop their transition.
Wallace finds Day out on the right wing. He'll pump a 3 off the mark, no good. Rebound comes to Hunter Meredith, and Hunter will bring it up the floor. Meredith looks like he's got some kind. There's a steal by Giesler. Giesler will take it all the way up and in. So Braden Giesler gets his second bucket. He's got 4. Jasper's got 4. It's 4-4 contest. Fours are wild. Under 4 minutes to go in the first. Here's a 3 on the way, up and in by Peyton Gray. He's got 5. It's 7-4 Heritage Hills.
That's what we've got to cut. We can't allow that wide open 3 like that.
Noblet up and in. Nice drive to the hole for Andrew. 7-6 with 3:32 to go in the first. And a bump and a foul is going to be called on Day. Will be his first foul of the contest. 3.5 minutes to go. 7-6 Heritage Hills leads. And looks like
Butel's in.
Max Butel in the contest for Jasper. Sophomore Butel. Down low to Sisley, up and in.
There's not much you can do, against that in high school basketball. He's 6'8", and athletic. They just throw the ball up there, and you got to have help on the backside, but there is no backside there.
Speaking of Butel, I understand he's been fighting a little bit of illness himself this week. Here's a 3 on the way, off the mark, no good by Day.
Oh.
Long rebound comes to Gray. Peyton to Sisley. No good. Rebound Wallace. Now but down the corner. Tries to find Giesler. The ball is stolen away by Gray. Actually by Meredith, I should say. Here's a 3 off the mark. No good. And the Wildcats come up with a rebound. Giesler clears it out to Noblet. He'll roar it up the floor. So the Cats in transition. Noblet up and no good, but a foul.
It's a good take by Andrew. He made a nice move to get around the initial defense, and then they had a guy there in his way, and he made another move and got fouled and go to the free throw line.
Hunter Meredith will be called for the personal. Noblet going to the line to shoot 2. Speaking of free throws, after having about 2 or 3, 4 games shooting the ball well, kind of became our Achilles heel the other night against Bar Reeve.
We don't really want to talk about that, Kerry. Craig and I talked about it quite a bit that night.
I watched the replay last night.
It was uncharacteristic, though, really, of the way that we normally do shoot. So.
Well, speaking of which, Noblet does drill one.
That's a travel.
Down, and they do call it.
You either got to call a foul or a travel there, one or the other.
Absolutely. anyway, so the turnover will go against the Patriots, and Sisley letting the officials kind of letting him know of his disagreement to it. But
well, that's. I mean, I'm not saying one way or the other there, but you had to call something.
9-7 is our score. Jasper trailing. Butel with it. Deals it off to Noblet, out to Wallace. Here is three by Giesler up and in. 3-point basket by Braden Giesler. He's come to play so far in this contest. He's got 7 of the Wildcats' 10 points. And it's 10-9 Jasper, their first lead of the ball game. Here's Sisley looking to answer with 3. It's short, no good. And Wallace's bump. And what are they going to call here? He was just out of bounds? Or?
I think that's what they were going to say. Well, he just about got rid of it in time, but he did. I think his shoulder got rolled over out of bounds. But that's great hustle.
So the Patriots will maintain possession of the basketball. And number 42 now in the contest will inbound. Of course, that is Anderson Smith. So Smith, the first substitution for the Patriots this afternoon. Sisley, short jumper is good.
One thing I've noticed with the Heritage Hills kids in general, they all look fit. I mean, they're strong-looking kids.
Nobody looks any much bigger than the other than Sisley.
No, exactly. But I mean, they all got muscle on them. And that's kind of an impressive thing to see when the whole team's like that.
Well-conditioned team as that three-point shot by Foy does not fall. 11-10 Heritage Hills. Here's a 3 on the way. Off the mark, no good by Meredith. And bringing it up the floor quickly are the Wildcats. Giesler in the corner, out to Butel. He shoot it, why not? Fires it, hits it. So, I don't know why he was exactly hesitant on that.
Well, he was so wide open, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know whether to drive, shoot, or what. And on the outcome, he made the right decision.
And with that three-pointer, the Wildcats jump out to a 13-11 lead with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's a ball going to be called a foul. Will be called, I believe, on Heil.
Heil or Noblet, either one, I think. I don't know which one.
See where they give it to, but I'm going to guess my money's on Heil.
Noblet, I think.
Oh, whoops. Good thing I'm not in Vegas.
Butel.
Wait a minute.
That wasn't even close.
That's not right.
No.
Because it was Heil and
Butel wasn't even close to the play. It either had to be Heil or Noblet.
It was at 1-3 or 3-1, but the score.
I think it was supposed to be 3-1.
Exactly. Whatever. By the way, let's see. We got, meanwhile, at the line, Peyton Gray, who did hit the first one, did he? And he misses this one, so he was 1 for 2 on that trip.
Oh, wait a minute. He pointed to Jasper. Now he's changing his mind.
The students are certainly letting them know up in front, right behind them.
Well, there was 3 guys out there, and none of them knew what the heck was.
Meanwhile, they leave a man wide open in the quarter, and that was Smith for the three-pointer, and it's 15-3, or 13, I mean. Heritage Hills with 11 seconds to go. Here's a 3 up and no good by Butel. 2 seconds, long bomb hits the top of the basket, or at least the support there. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter of play. With the score, Heritage Hills 15, Jasper 13. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS. Back quickly at the Jasper High School Gymnasium. They are actually going to put 1 more second left here in the end of the first quarter, since the ball did hit the support before the horn sounded. And here's a long bomb by Butel that does not drop. In fact, Sisley intercepted it. And that will now bring us to the end of the first quarter of play. So again, 15-13 is our score. Back with the second quarter right after this. It's for High School Gymnasium, where the Heritage Hills Patriots lead the Jasper Wildcats 15-13 after 1 quarter. Jason, on what's been a very high-paced first quarter of basketball.
It was. Overall, I thought everything was fairly cleanly played. I had Jasper for 2 turnovers, Heritage Hills for 4. The 4 turnovers on them helped Jasper, obviously. So hopefully we can continue the way we played.
So with the basketball, there are the Wildcats to start the second quarter. Now they'll have it out in the backcourt.
Heritage Hills dropped into a zone here to start this quarter.
And Wallace is triple teamed, and Caden Ernie now in the contest, by the way. Ernie in the backcourt. Finds Butel, back to Ernie. Noblet on the wing.
Against this, you just got to be patient. You got to move the ball just like we did. I mean, that wasn't bad. That was a good, decent shot.
Ernie's three-point shot comes up the mark, no good, but like Jason said, a good percentage shot, and there's a traveling called on Sisley as he drug that pivot foot. It's 15-13, as we said, to score, and Butel will come out of the contest and be replaced by Logan Dave.
Yeah, and I think that was a quick substitution on Jasper's part because it gets Day in, the shooter, against the zone defense. So, they're hoping that
they stick with it.
They stick with the zone, and then Day can possibly get some open looks.
Day was camping out there on the right wing as Ernie has it in the backcourt over the Day. Heil now in the backcourt. Noblet down low to Wallace.
Opposite, there you go.
He finds Day. Day in the corner, pumps a three. Good, off the mark, no good. Would not drop. And a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Heritage Hills.
30, I believe. 40.
So number 30 is nailed on the personal. That'll be Jake Pryor. His team's first of the quarter. Andrew Noblet will take a rest as Giesler comes back in. 6:45 to go in the second. Inbounds pass is stolen away. All the way up and in is number 30, Jake Pryor, for his first two. And Heritage Hills jumps out to a 17-13 lead.
That's a turnover you can't have there. That's just on an inbounds play. I mean, that's
not a solid pass.
No.
Not hard. So Wildcats with it, down by 4.
Again, we talk about inside, outside. You got to get the ball inside to Wally and Heil.
Giesler for three from the corner, no good. Sisley comes down with the board, and he'll bring it up the floor.
But you throw it inside and let them turn and throw it back out.
Here's a three from the corner off the mark, no good by Gray. Wallace will bring it up the floor himself, pulls up. Giesler now.
Get composed.
Exactly.
There you go, he's open.
And good. And a whistle and a basket, a foul away from the basketball. The three-point shot is good by Caden Ernie.
And Jasper's going to keep the ball.
They will keep the basketball. The basket will count. And then a foul away from the basketball.
I think it's on 44. I'll let you pronounce that name.
44?
Yeah.
Oh, Luke Kurkowski, excuse me. Kurkowski.
That's why I didn't attempt it.
I talked to Steve Kolb on WAXL before the game with some pronunciations with Kurkowski on that, so thanks, Colby. 17-16 is our score. Here's Dayton down low as they try to find him underneath. He's bumped, and another foul's going to call against the Patriots. Sisley will be nailed on his first.
We got lucky there because we threw a ball in bounds there that even if he catches it, he can't do much.
I was looking down right.
Heil,
thank you.
Yes. Nice cut to the basket, nice feed to him, easy layup.
So Griffin Heil picks up his first points of the game. And Jasper regains the lead at 18-17. Tries to find Sisley down low, and a foul is going to be called. I believe that might go on Giesler.
Giesler or Heil, I think. And again, that's a tough play because when they get the ball to the top of the key and they throw that lob pass down there, there's nobody on the backside to help.
And Giesler will be called for the foul. That'll be his first, and first team foul for the Cats in the second quarter as Sisley nails the first of two. Andrew Noblet checks back in for the Cats. Sisley has 5. Now 6 as he nails both of those. And the Patriots are back on top, 19-18. About at least 3 lead changes in this game.
There's been a few.
3 or 4.
Heritage Hills is back in their man-to-man this possession.
Heil hands it off to Noblet. 3 on the way is good.
If Heil would have made the turn in the corner, he had a layup, but he was trying to run that set play to hand off to Noblet. It worked out, but
back with the lead of this Wildcats, 21-19 on the three-pointer by Nobby. He's got 6. Sisley will pump a 3 from the wing. It's off the mark, no good. Heil comes down with the board. He'll clear it out today.
that was good defense by Giesler there. He got his hands up in front of Sisley, made him shoot over it.
3 off the mark is short by Giesler. Sisley roars it down, pulls up, whistles, and a foul going to be called on the Wildcats. Probably on the floor, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so. Heil probably, yeah.
So the foul is called on Griffin Heil. I believe that's his first. It is. Second team foul of the quarter for the Cats. 4:22 to play in the quarter. Here is a 3 from the corner, no good. And coming up with the long rebound is Giesler for the Wildcats, who lead by 2, and they have the basketball.
Be patient. Don't get in a hurry.
Noblet with it on the left-hand dribble. Finds Heil in the backcourt. He's looking for Noblet down low, but Wallace has it on the wing now. Andrew in the corner. Down low. Out. Back up to Noblet. Another 3 on the way. Getting off the mark. No good. Tipped up and in
Giesler.
by Giesler. So Braden Giesler has 9 points. 23-19, Jasper by 4. Patriots with it. Shot turnaround is no good by Smith, but the Patriots come up with it. Here's a 3 from the corner. It's going to be short. Long rebound.
Let it go.
And it will belong to the Wildcats. As the ball got away, Jasper has it, up by 4 with 3:19 to go in the second quarter of play, and timeout is called. Again, 3:19 left on the clock in the first half. Jasper leads it 23-19. We're back after this on 18 WJTS. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium after a timeout is called. Jasper leads it 23-19 over Heritage Hills. 3:19 to go, Jason. And as the pace, as we talked about, was in that first quarter, has continued here in the second as the Cats have outscored the Patriots 10-3.
Yeah, and you know, in my opinion, a lot of it's based off of what we're doing down here on the defensive end. You know, and we're doing a good job on offense. We're being patient, looking for good shots.
And on the defensive end, as nice defensive effort there, both by the Patriots, but the Cats will hold on to it. Speaking of the defensive end, I mean, very few shots at Heritage Hills is getting off have been uncontested.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you got to do. You know, for the most part, high school shooters aren't that great if they have somebody playing defense on them. And we've done it, like you said, we've contested those shots. And
Wallace forces it up, no good. Nice defensive on that end by the Patriots as Sisley works on Giesler, turns around, no good. Rebound comes to the hands of Giesler, and the Cats have it again, up by 4. Day in the corner. Butel fires a 3, off the mark, no good. Sisley comes up the board, and once again he'll bring it up the floor. He flips it off to the left. Shot up and good, and a charge is going to be called. Player control foul against Hunter Meredith, his second of the game.
That was right there. That was a great athletic play by Braden Giesler because he went to stop the ball with Sisley, stopped him, and was quick enough to get over in front of whoever was driving and took the charge. That was an outstanding athletic play.
Jace Foy checks in for the Cats. He'll replace Logan Day. Cats platooning Day and Heil and Ernie. I mean, it's a great job platooning a lot of guys in and out of this contest here.
Good. There we go. Heritage Hills come out that time with a little full court press.
Here's Noblet for 3. Good! Andrew Noblet has his second three-pointer here in the second quarter. 26-19. Jasper on top by 7. Their biggest lead in the game.
Again, you can't let down here on this end. This is where you have to keep playing.
9 points for Noblet. Here's a whistle and
what are they going to call? Double foul.
Double foul. Okay. Does that count possession arrow? And
I would say that would go
which
by
would go to Heritage Hills, it looks
Yeah.
like. It's pointing in their direction.
So I think Butel's going to get it for Jasper, and I believe Gray for.
See what they call on here on the PA system. Okay. Butel.
And Gray.
Okay, Peyton Gray will get nailed on the one. So Peyton Gray for Heritage Hills and Butel for Jasper. Gray's first, Butel's first. Patriots now have 5 team fouls. Jasper with 3 here in the second quarter. And a little discussion there at the scores table for a second.
Well, I think because that's Heritage Hills' 5th foul.
Going to decide what does Jasper get. But the thing is, Heritage Hills gets the basketball if it goes on the possession arrow.
Yeah, and I guess it, because of the double foul, he does away with the 5th foul.
Nice job by Noblet, almost stealing that. Pass, inbound by pass by Peyton Gray. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
You can't let that happen.
Gray will bring it out, finds Sisley down low, spins off of Giesler, slams a dome. Nice play by Trent Sisley to pick up his 8th point.
That's where, for Giesler to guard him there, you got to have help on the backside, and whoever was back there didn't get there.
26-21, Jasper leads it by 5. Noblet holds and looks for, well, gets 4 actually. Nami now in the corner, looking down low to Butel. Outmatched there, but he finds Giesler up and in, and a foul. Braden Giesler. 11 points for the Wildcat Junior with 1 to go at the line.
Giesler's got to continue playing the way he's playing because he's playing an outstanding game, on both ends of the floor.
Colton Hope will be called on for the foul. Giesler at the line. Said he's got 11 points. Misses that shot. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Wallace, so they'll go to the Patriots. Jasper 28, Heritage Hills 21 with 1:10 to go and the clock running here in the first half. What has been a very fine ball game thus far, especially on the Wildcat end. Down low to Sisley, slams it home again. Once again, he burns the Cats down low on the baseline.
Yeah, just after I said it, Giesler had been playing good defense. That was a mistake there. The time before was a good move, but that one there, he just lost him.
Trent Sisley has 10 points to lead the Patriots in scoring this afternoon, and he comes up with a steal. Back again. And he stares down the Wildcat student section as he picks up his 12th point. And it's a 3-point ball game now. Jasper needs to kind of slow things down here with and just look for that last shot. Do what they've been doing.
Exactly.
Don't let the Patriots get any more momentum that they've already picked up. Before that, nearly still. Here is Giesler. 10 seconds. Wallace spins.
That's a foul.
And a whistle and a foul it will be called. It looks like probably on Colton Hope.
That'll be 2 free throws because they go over the limit.
And it will go against Colton Hope, and it will be his second. And Will Wallace will go to the line to shoot 2. Wallace is yet to score in this game. 6 quick points there by Trent Sisley.
A player of his caliber, it's easy to do that, to score quickly like that.
Wallace nails the first of 2. (29-25) is our score. Wallace with the second free throw coming. That one falls. 2 points for Wally. Jace Foy comes back in for the final 5 seconds of the half.
I'd pick him up. I would pick him up. I wouldn't let him just.
Here is Sisley. Over to Gray. Gray for 3. No good, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half of play with a score Jasper 30, Heritage Hills 25. So the Wildcats with a nice first half, both on offense, a little bit of pretty much on the defensive end with a little bit of a lax down there stretch there, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, overall we played good defense to, like you said, Darren, about a, minute and a half stretch where, we struggled a little bit on the defensive end. But overall, we outscored them 17-10, I think, in that quarter. So there's nothing to be, that's a good thing. I think moving forward, I think our game plan has been pretty good as to how, we're going to approach this. We just need to continue that and continue executing it.
So the Wildcats and the Patriots are 5-point differential, 30-25. What do you see as we look to the second half, Jason?
Well, the biggest thing is as the game progresses and it gets later into the game, Sisley's going to try to take the game over. And obviously on those 3 possessions there, he shows that he can.
With a lot of emotion, too.
Right. And the thing you have to try to minimize that. You can't let him get too involved and too hyped up about it. He got that first dunk, and then it led to the second one and the third one. But before that, he had been pretty quiet with the way things were, what he was doing. So I think, we just need to continue. Giesler's done a very good job on him. Noblet guarded him some, and then Giesler's done a really good job here lately. So I think, moving forward in the second half, that's what we got to look to continue.
Trish Sisley leads all scorers here at halftime with 12, including those 6 quick points there, as we were talking about, to lead the Heritage Hills and Jasper all together in scoring. Peyton Gray has 6 and 2 points 3 points for Anderson Smith and 2 points apiece for Hunter Meredith and Jake Pryor for Heritage Hills here at halftime. The Wildcats are led by Braden Giesler with 11 points, 9 points for Andrew Noblet, 3 points apiece for Max Butel and Caden Ernie, and 2 points for Griffin Heil and Will Wallace to round out the Wildcats scoring. Again here at halftime, Jasper 30, Heritage Hills 25. We'll be back with the second half after this on 18 WJTS. Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, Kerry Schneider along with Jason Staum and Jeremy Marcos set to bring you the second half of today's game between the Patriots and Wildcats. The Wildcats lead it 30-25. Heritage Hills will have the basketball to start the second half. Both teams with their original starting lineups to start the second half. Here's a three-pointer, short and no good, but getting his own rebound. Well, almost getting it, but Patriots do come up with it. Shot is up and in by Jake Pryor. And a Wildcat has gone down to hit the deck.
Yeah, Giesler, he went up for a rebound, and whoever took the first shot followed his shot.
That was, Gray.
Kind of went crashing in there recklessly, and I think he hit him below the belt the way he looked like he was holding. So
he's perhaps a groin injury almost, but or inner thigh or something, but perhaps got it with a knee. Either way, he's walking it off. So, and by the way, Jake Prairie got that basket for Heritage Hills, I believe, and that has cut the Wildcat lead down to 3 at 30-27. Jasper with their original starting lineups as well, with Heil, Wallace, Giesler, Noblet, and Dave. Patriots, as we said, with Sisley, Hope, Pryor, Gray, and Meredith to start the second half. Jasper on their first possession.
They just need to continue to do on offense what they did, in the first half, and that was be patient. Don't take any dumb shots.
Heil will find Giesler on the right wing, I should say. Giesler holds high to Noblet, turns around and hits. Andrew Noblet has his 11th point. Jasper back up by 5, 32-27. And Sisley is going to be called for a travel. That's at least his third travel of this game.
Yeah.
And the Jasper fans chant overrated, the students, that is.
Yeah.
But we will quickly point out, don't taunt him any more than you already have. He answered the bell late in the second half on us, and that's been a big difference in this ballgame so far with those 6 quick points he came up with.
Yeah. But that's kids being kids.
Absolutely. I know. They're having fun.
It's good, clean fun, and, you can't fault them for.
Oh, I don't mean to fault the kids. I believe in it all.
Yeah.
In fact, I've always applauded the Jasper student section. By the way, as that shot by Giesler goes off the mark, no good. They try to find Sisley down low. He finds a man, and that is Pryor, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Heritage Hills. I will give I tell you what, I applaud the Jasper students because not only they show up in mass and a lot of on home games, not only just for basketball, football, and baseball and other sports, and they travel on the road well too.
Yeah, they did. They do. You're exactly right. And the other night up at Bar Eve, and that was a Thursday night. There was a nice little section of them up there. And like you said, that's nice to see.
Pryor nails both free throws. He's got 6. All 4 points for Heritage Hills here in the third quarter. And the Patriots trail the Wildcats now 32-29. Wallace with it in the backcourt.
Wally wasn't ready to shoot there. He was wide open.
Dave finds Heil out on the wing. Griff now. Noblet on the drives the baseline. Gets bumped, but they don't call. Here's a 3 up and in by Logan Day for his first bucket of the day, a 3-point basket. And that Wildcats are up by 6 at 35-29.
That's what we need. We need Day to get hot this half, and if he does, with him and Noblet being able to shoot like that, we'll be all right.
Sisley out on the wing. One-handed bounce pass out to Gray. Peyton holds.
Let him stand there and hold it.
Absolutely. Here's a 3 up and off the mark, no good. Howell had it, but it was knocked, but Jasper finally comes up with it. Wallace will bring it up.
Easy, Wally, easy.
He finds Noblet in the corner. Ooh, no good. And the rebound comes to Gray, and he'll clear it out to Sisley, and Sisley brings it up. Trent out to Meredith. His 3 is good. 3-point basket by Hunter Meredith. He's got 5, his first 3-point basket of the day. 35-32. Patriots trail by 3.
That was a big swing there. That was a 6-point swing because we missed a 3 and they hit a 3. It would have been nice to get there.
Noblet drives, but he'll draw the foul.
That's a good job. Take it right at him. Now we did right there. That's what we got to continue to do.
Jake Pryor will pick up the foul, his second. And Noblet will go to the line to shoot 2. So Andrew with 11 points. He's 1 of 2 from the line today, make it 2 of 3 as he picks up his 12-point. Foy and Butel will come into the game. Heil and Day will sit down. Noblet misses the second of 2, and Sisley will bring it up the floor for the Patriots. Pats on the attack. Sisley will take it all the way, put it up and in. Uncontested and unmolested was Trent Sisley to pick up his 14th point. 36-34, Patriots now within 2. Wallace, Foy, Noblet, down low to Will. Will against Sisley. Deals it out to Giesler. Andrew now circles it over to the left-hand side to Giesler on the wing. Up and no good as the shot is blocked from behind, but Giesler comes back with it and puts it up and in. Great second effort by the Wildcat junior.
That's a great job. He got his first shot blocked and didn't give up on it, stayed with it.
Absolutely, he did not give up on it, and he's got 13, and the 3-point basket is up and in by Trent Sisley. He's got 17, and the Patriots now within 1, 38-37. And a steal by Sisley. Here we go. Up and in. So Sisley has 7 points, 19 altogether, 7 here in the third quarter, and the Wildcats will call a timeout. Heritage Hills jumps back out to a 39-38 lead with 3:02 to go in the third quarter. Timeout. Jasper will be back after this on 18 WJTS. The Heritage Hills Patriots have outscored the Wildcats 14 to, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14-8, Jason, to start this third quarter, and have taken a 1-point lead with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think, we just got a little out of sync. We just got to slow down, and run our offense. And then on defense, we just got to pick up the defense back to where we were at in the first half.
I'm sure that was stressed upon on that timeout called by Coach Gable, as a foul is going to be called. Nice shot up and in by Max Butel.
Littlest guy on the floor got one over the
biggest guy on the floor. Exactly, little teardrop in. So 40-39, Jasper back on top with 2:24 to play in the third. Sisley will work it out in the backcourt.
This is where Jasper has to be careful, because when Sisley's, and I would put Sisley at the point all the time with the ball, but because he makes all your other players better.
Nearing the 2-minute mark in the third, 40-39, Jasper on top. Sisley for 3, in and out and in. He got the shooter's roll there for his second three-pointer of the quarter.
And that's not bad defense by Giesler. It's just that Sisley's a lot taller and can shoot over the top of him.
I got Sisley right now for 22 in this contest. 10 here, 22 with 10 here in the third.
And we said he's going to get his, so you don't worry about that. It's what you can do to help with the others.
Nice pass down low to Heil.
Go up.
And he will draw the foul.
That was a really good pass by Foy. He got the ball there, and he immediately turned into the basket and then was able to dump it down to Heil.
I believe the foul, yes, it did go against Anderson Smith for his first. And Heil will go to the line to shoot 2. Heil's got 2 points, making 3 as he nails that first one. Wallace will check back in for Giesler. 90 ticks left on the clock here in the third quarter. Heil will drop the second one as well. He's got 4. That ties the ball game at 42 apiece.
I would assume with Giesler out of the game, Noblet's going to guard Sisley.
Yes, he's got him down low. Sisley on the wing, turns off Noblet, fires a 3. That's going to be long. And coming up with the board is Noblet, and he'll clear it out to Butel. Butel pulls it out.
Very
yes.
Good.
Here's Caden Nerney down in the corner. Under a minute. Wallace.
I'd run this down. We get the ball to start the fourth quarter. I would try to run this down, get the last shot, and then the ball to start the fourth.
44 seconds to go. Noblet drives, puts it up, overshot the basket, and a foul is going to be called on Heritage Hills. And that will be only the 4th foul, I believe, in the quarter.
Yeah.
Foul is going to go against Anderson Smith, who picks up his second straight foul. So 39 seconds to go, tie ball game at 42. Ernie will find Wallace down low, up and in. Will Wallace with his 4th point. Jasper back on top, 42-44, 31 seconds. And the Patriots will take it down as far as the clock is concerned. Sisley, 19 seconds.
He's going to try to penetrate and either shoot or look for the double team guy and for an open 3.
10 seconds now, and here come the Patriots. Sisley Whistle. And a foul is going to be called against Jasper.
A Noblet, but man, they could have almost called that on the screener.
So Noblet will be called for the foul, his first.
It's not a bad foul though, Kerry, because it's only the second in the quarter.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out.
Yeah.
Dealing it to Sisley. Finds a man down low, up and in at the buzzer. Sisley fed it to Anderson Smith, who picks up his 5th point. And at the buzzer, this game is tied 44 apiece. Jasper 44, Heritage Hills 44. Back with the 4th quarter right after this on 18 WJTS. Back at Jasper High School, 44-44 is our score as we start the 4th quarter of play. Cats will have the basketball.
Heritage Hills starting in a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone. There you go, opposite. Be patient.
Wallace shot, not a wise shot, and he's got lucky he wasn't nailed for the foul there. Up and in on the other end, and the foul is called this time as Peyton Gray, nice drive to the basket for his 8th point, gives the Pats back the lead, 46-44. And the foul is going to go against Braden Giesler, I believe his 2nd. Yes, it is. Gray with a chance to complete the 3-point play. He does. And with that 3-point play, the Patriots are up by 3, 47-44. Jasper with the basketball.
Heritage Hills still in the 3-2 zone.
Wallace.
Be patient.
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. Geeser out high. In the corner now is Braden looking.
Pass the ball. That's what you got to do against the zone is pass it. Don't dribble it. Play inside, outside, look opposite. All those things will help you get an open shot somewhere.
Geisler on the wing. He'll dribble it out to the backcourt now.
Hit that.
Noblet, I had a shot in the wing, but now Coach Gable's going to call a 30-second timeout. With 6:39 to go in the 4th quarter, Heritage Hills leads at 47-44. We'll be back after this. Back at the Jasper High School gym as Coach Gable calls a 30-second timeout. So the Cats with the basketball as an inbounds pass long over to Noblet on the far end of the floor. Noblet will hand it off to Giesler, out to Day. Now here is Will Wallace.
Heritage Hills switch now to a man-to-man defense.
Here is a 3 on the way. Good. Logan Day with his 2nd 3-pointer. He's got 6. And the Cats have tied this ball game at 47.
Jasper looks like they might be playing a 2-3 zone.
6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Sisley stops and pops from top of the key, and he got the roll.
2-pointer though.
Yes, 2-point basket. He's got 24. 24 points for Trent Sisley. And the Patriots are back on top 49-47. Day over to Heil. Griff one dribble over to Giesler now.
We need to get the ball inside to Wally. Wally's open right there. Oh.
And a long pass wide.
If we get the ball inside to Wallace and let Wallace turn and make that pass, it cuts down on the length of the pass.
So the Patriots will have it, leading 49-47 on the Wildcat turnover. Sisley for 3. This one is an air ball, and it will go out of bounds and it'll belong to the Wildcats. So Jasper with it, trailing by 2. Max Butel will come back in favor of Griffith Heil. So Jasper with the basketball, under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 49-47 Heritage Hills. Noblet from three from the corner, good. Andrew Noblet has his 15-point on the three-point basket, and Jasper has the lead back 50-49. Gray will have it. Looks like to Meredith. Meredith finds Sisley down low, tries the rebound reverse. Kind of on a alley-oop type of pass, but it doesn't go, and the Jasper Wildcats have the basketball. Giesler with it, top of the key.
Be patient. You know, you got the ball in the lead.
Noblet fires a three, good. Andrew Noblet with his second straight three-point basket. And timeout Heritage Hills with 4:01 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Jasper 53, Heritage Hills 49. Back after this on 18 WJTS. Jasper High School Gymnasium, where the Wildcats have jumped out to a 53-49 lead thanks to a pair of three-point baskets by Andrew Noblet, who's got 18 in this contest. So Noblet's pair of big three-pointers, Jason, has allowed the Wildcats to jump out by 4.
Yeah, and you know what I like about that too, Kerry, is, you know, we've gotten them out of our offense. It hasn't been a rush shot. It hasn't been a hurried shot. It's been patient, move the ball, and he's done a good job of getting to the open spot where he's got a good shot, a good look, and he's hit the shots.
So Heritage Hills with the basketball, 4 minutes to go now, and they trail by 4, 53-49. Gray with it. Down low is Sisley. Deals it out for a three, which is going to be short, but Sisley underneath with it, puts it up and in.
Sisley did a good job there of watching the ball
and positioning himself for the basket.
Noblet actually blocked that shot, and Sisley was able to see that.
And Sisley has 26 to lead all scorers in this contest, 53-51. Jasper with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Fantastic ball game here on a Saturday afternoon here at the Jasper High School Gymnasium. A game that we'll talk about another time perhaps. We'd love to see rather be played on a Friday or Saturday night.
Or at least at night, even if it was a Thursday night or a Tuesday night.
I prefer a Friday or Saturday.
Well, that would work too. But
the point is, being with these two well-known neighboring schools. Here's a three, up and good. Logan Day with his third three-pointer in the second half. He's got 9, 56-51, Cats by 5.
You know, you alluded to it earlier. I mean, this is a good crowd. I'm not sure you'd have a much bigger crowd on a Friday night, you know.
Consider it's about 55 degrees and sunny outside in the first week of February, I should say, as Sisley gets that layup to make it 56-53, and another timeout is called with 2:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Jasper by 3, back after this. 56-53 is our score. Jasper with the basketball and a 3-point lead. Giesler will find Noblet on the inbounds pass. He is going to be guarded closely by Gray. Noblet tries to work up floor. Gray bumping. 2:18 to go. Cats holding on to a 3-point lead. Big possession here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Heritage Hills is back in their man.
Oh, who's right. Everybody with a sigh of relief from the Jasper stance. Here is Wallace, forced the shot, and he's going to get fouled, I believe, on Sisley.
That was a good job. While he got caught it, he shot fake, got Sisley in the air, and then it would have been nice to finish it as a three-point play. But
and the Trent's defense, he had no choice but to lay the hammer down on him like he did.
Yeah,
because he had that off the glass. First one is good. As Wallace rattles home the first of two here, he is now 3 for 3 from the line, and 5 points to his credit. 57-53. Wallace nails the second one. He's got 6. 58-53. Jasper with under 2 minutes to go, lead by 5.
Need a good defensive possession here. Make them take some clock.
58 to 53, as we said the score. Sisley is bumped. That foul.
Wallace is going to get that, but while he was there, Sisley made a nice move and turned into him. But
yeah,
it's all right. I mean, it's only the second team foul.
Only second team foul, and Wallace is first either way. But 58-53 against the score, as we said, with 1:43 now. Heritage Hills with the basketball. Look. Sisley, that's an off-charge, yes. Offensive foul is going to be called, no question about it. He took Noblet down, and Andrew drew the charge, and the player control foul gives the Wildcats the basketball with 1:36 to go and a 5-point lead. As Butel will come back in to replace Caden Ernie. Gets a pat from behind by Coach Gable.
I think they got sweat or water on the floor down there is what they're trying to.
Okay.
Whoever that Noblet or whoever.
Noblet was the one that took the charge, and we're going to mop that up for a second. Meanwhile, point out that Sisley, that's his third foul.
Jasper's got to be smart here. You got a 5-point lead with a minute and a half basically to go in the game. You need to take care of the basketball, and you got to keep looking to score, but you got to take care of the ball, number one.
Butel close to the 10-second stripe. Down low is Matt, and he will. Fortunately, that ball fell in the hands of Noblet.
This is what you got to do. You got to move it. Move the ball, move it. Keep the ball moving. Don't let them have a chance. Go up strong.
Wallace up and in, and a foul. Will Wallace muscles a shot up, gets the basket, draws the foul, and the Wildcats are now up 60 to 53.
That was a great possession from the standpoint that Jasper moved the basketball. You had Heritage Hills out there scrambling. They're going everywhere on defense, and you move the ball and you end up with a layup like you did and a chance for a three-point play that you need to finish, Wally.
Wally has 8 points. 9 as he nails that free throw. He is 5 for 5 from the line. Jasper by 8, 61 to 53 with nearing the 1-minute mark. Sisley now. He'll look, he'll pump, he'll fire, and he'll hit, and he'll be fouled.
You can't do that. You got to stay on your feet. He's 6'8". You're not going to block his shot. Stay on your feet, put your hands straight up, and just play good defense. Give him the 2 and not here. He's got a potential for 3, so you can't do that.
He's got 30 points in this contest, 8 here in the fourth quarter, looking for number 9. 1 minute to go, 1:01 to go. Sisley nails and completes the three-point play as looks like Anderson Smith will come in for the Patriots and will replace Jake Pryor. 61 to 56. Jasper with the 5-point lead with a minute and 1 to go. They have the basketball, and Noblet will be fouled, and that will be just the third or maybe the fourth foul on Heritage Hills.
Fourth, I believe.
Either way, it's still not enough for the bonus. Under a minute now with 58.6 to go. Again, a 5-point lead. Jasper with it. It is the fourth foul, actually.
Got to take care of the basketball. We get to this point every time, and that's what we say.
Ball is knocked out of bounds by the Patriots. It'll belong to the Wildcats. 52 seconds now.
Jasper's got the lineup out there that they want, with the best ball handlers that they have, and they just got to take care of it. Pass the ball. There you go. Don't let them double team you. Get rid of it before they do it.
Giesler is bumped, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Sisley. If it is, that's his fourth.
Yeah, I'd say it is.
So Trent Sisley picks up his fourth personal. And that will be the 15th foul now for the Patriots. And that will put Braden Giesler at the line. He is 0 for 1 from the stripe today. He's got 13 points, but is yet to score here in the fourth quarter. He will shoot 2.
Got to finish these.
And he comes up short on that one. As Jake Pryor back in the ball game for Heritage Hills and Caden Ernie for Jasper. Giesler, meanwhile, has another free throw coming. Second one is good. Ernie with 14. 6-point lead for the Cats.
Make them use clock.
Sisley in and out, no good. Scramble for the ball, knocked around. Patriots have it. A whistle.
I don't know what they're calling here.
Wallace will be called for the foul.
Here you just got to play good defense and make them use some clock before they score.
There's a three-point. That's going to be off. We saw that from here, of course.
Yeah.
Wallace comes up to the board, and he's going to be fouled. And Will Wallace will go to the line, where he is now 5 for 5 on the day. So Wallace with, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points in the game. He will have 2 free throws coming. First one is off the mark to the back of the rim, no good.
Got to finish this. Got to finish it, boys.
So Wallace comes up short on his first attempt, as Geisler did on him, but
I mean, right now it's a 2-possession game.
Wallace looking to give the Cats a 7-point game. If he can hit this, and he does. He's got 11, 23 seconds. Sisley
Let him go.
puts it up, no good. Rebound, scramble for it. Here's a 3 on the way, good. 3-point basket by Peyton Gray. Gray with 12 points in the game. Gives the Patriots, or knocks the Wildcat lead down to 4 with 13 seconds to go, Jason. And I believe, was that a 30-second timeout or a full?
Yeah, they're sitting down, so I'm assuming full.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back after this here on 18 WJTS. Back at the JHS gym. 13 seconds to go, Jason, as we set up this showdown here between the Cats and the Patriots.
Well, the big thing is there's 13 seconds left. Jasper's got 3 timeouts. So if you can't get the ball in, you got to call timeout here. You got to take care of the ball. You got to make a good pass. Look to go long. If you don't, come back.
Wallace takes the inbounds pass, and he is going to be fouled on Is that? No.
No.
Sorry,
42.
that was 42. My bad. Anderson Smith, who picks up his third.
You know, in that situation, I would love to just see him, instead of Wallace catching it and taking a couple dribbles, catch it and look to pass right away so that they're constantly chasing. You know, don't let it's easy to catch up with the guy dribbling the ball, but if the ball's moving in a pass, it's hard.
Wallace with 2 free throws coming. He nails the first. Will Wallace, 11 points for the Wildcats senior, who is 7 of 8 from the line, I believe, in this ball game. Finishes it there. There you go, Jason, finishing it off at the line.
That's what you got to do.
65-59 is their score, 10.7 to go.
I wouldn't let them get the butt. Yeah, I wouldn't. Go get it. Yeah, go get it. Yeah, I mean, make them use clock.
Sisley tries to find a man down low. Shot is up and in with 3.3 seconds to go. Didn't see, I believe, got that basket.
I believe it was number 30.
30, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Jake Pryor. So Pryor picks up the basket with 3.3 seconds to go, as the Patriots call their final timeout of the game.
I guess it's a full because
actually,
I don't know, one sitting, one standing, so I don't know.
Either way, we're going to keep it here. As, like I said, a 65-61 lead is. See how we go here with the little Neil Diamond going on here. I'm not singing with you on this like Craig does.
Yeah, I'm not going to either. I don't want to
leave the singing to Craig, at least on the public standpoint. So
yeah. Well, if I tried it, the cats would be howling and the dogs would be. But you know, right here you got 4 seconds left or 3 seconds left in a 4-point lead. You know, you've got to take care of the basketball, obviously, number one. And again, we've still got 3 timeouts. You get in trouble, the kids got to know, if I'm in trouble, just call timeout. Mm-hmm. Don't get the turnover. You know, it is a 2-possession game with a 4-point lead. Heritage Hills is out of timeout. So basically, you could throw the ball into Heritage Hills, let them score, and hold the ball out of bounds, and the game's over.
Get that ball in bounds is the main thing right now, as they do to Butel. and Max is fouled with 1.8 seconds to go.
So technically this game's over because Heritage Hills can't stop the clock after they score.
Absolutely, and Butel will go to the line. Max has 5 points, and he will have 2 shots coming. Shot is up and good. Max Butel has 6, and he can easily, as Jason said, put pretty much the final nail in the Heritage Hills coffin with this last free throw. And it is good. Butel's got 7. The Wildcats sophomore pretty much does the job there. 1 second to go. There's a shot off, no good. And the Jasper Wildcats have knocked off the Heritage Hills Patriots 67-61 here at the JHS Gym, and a great ball game for both ball clubs. As we said, despite the however way you look at it, it was a game that was just kind of matched up, perhaps a little bit of the hype, perhaps, and so forth. It's a game between 2 neighboring rivals who know each other, and so a game that both teams are going to be fired up for. Jasper wins it 67-61.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, it's a nice win for Jasper. Anytime you could, and as well as what it was the other night. The back-to-back games now, you've beat 2 teams that were ranked, albeit, at
different classes.
At Bar Reeve the other night, it was a 1A school, so you feel like you should beat those type of schools. Here, Heritage Hills is 1 class lower than us, but enrollment-wise, they're not a lot different. And the fact that Heritage Hills they have a good basketball program, and they've had good teams in the past. So this is a very, very nice win for Jasper. Now, moving forward, you got to continue this. You come back out Tuesday night against Mater Dei. You can't have a letdown. It's Mater Dei. It's a SIAC game, but both teams are kind of out of the SIAC. What are you going to do? But you got to come out and you got to play well and try to get better, because like we said, the ultimate goal is to continue to get better for the sectional. And today we made a nice step towards that, to beat a good Heritage Hills team on your home court, and play well. That's the big thing. I mean, I only had us for like 4 or 5 turnovers, and that's huge that we were able to take care of the ball. We talked early in the game that we have to play good defense, and I thought we did. I don't know what Sicily ended up with, but we said it didn't matter. 31 points, but what did his surrounding cast do? I mean, he had 31 of their 60.
Only on one other man was in double figures, and that was Peyton Gray with just 11. Incidentally, bringing up the subject, Jake Pryor had 8 and 5 apiece for Hunter Meredith and Anderson Smith. So despite Sicily's 31 points, as we talked about in the outset, only 4 other Patriots scored in this ball game, 1 in double figures.
And that's what, we talked about. That's how you beat a team like this. Going in, you're not going to stop him. He's a Division I basketball player playing against a bunch of average high school basketball players. And I'm not taking anything away from the Jasper kids, but that's just stating the facts. So coming in that he's going to get his. You have to control the others, and we did an outstanding job of that tonight.
So the Wildcats and Patriots, of course, a very fine ball game. We'll once again kind of recap the scoring here. As Heritage Hills, as I said, led by Trent Sicily, led all scorers with 31 points. 11 points for Peyton Gray, 8 points for Jake Pryor, 5 points apiece for Hunter Meredith and Anderson Smith. For the Wildcats, they were led in scoring this afternoon by Andrew Nobles, 18 points, 14 points by Braden Giesler. Will Wallace with 12 points tonight, Jason, on 8 of 9 free throws, so big free throws down the stretch here. 9 points for Logan Day on 3 3-point baskets, big ones at that. Mm-hmm. And, of course, 7 points for Max Butel, who hit 2 big free throws down the stretch. And 3 points by Caden Ernie, 4 points for Griffin Heil to round out the Jasper scoring this afternoon. So big, nice balance scoring, yes.
Sicily had 31. We had Noblet with our leading scorer, 18. But it was what everybody else did, mm-hmm. and that's high school basketball. Indiana basketball is having that balanced scoring. I think that's huge, is when you have 6, 7 guys that can come out there, game in and game out and be able to contribute the way they did tonight. Obviously Heritage Hills, when they do win games, Sicily still gets his, but the other guys are able to get into double figures. They may have 2 guys in double figures or 3, whatever it is, but that's what we said, from the outset today, that we had to control that, and we did an outstanding job with it. So,
well, of course, on the defensive end, everybody just kind of did their job. I mean, answered their assignments. So.
Giesler and Noblet did they did a good. Even though Sicily had 31 points, they still did a good job with him. They controlled him. They made him work hard for what he got.
So the Wildcats improved to 9-8, back up above 500, while the Patriots suffer only their 3rd loss of the year at 16-3. They will be at home on next Friday night to take on Forest Park, while the Wildcats, as we already touched upon, and we'll talk a little bit more again with our coaches who come up to visit us. I believe Coach Gable is coming on here in a second. But anyway, Cats will have Modern Day here at the JHS Gym at 8 o'clock DuBois County time next Tuesday evening here at the JHS Gym. So we'll have Coach Gable join us here. John Gable is with us now. Very good game today, John.
Thank you.
Big win for the Wildcats. As Jason and I were talking about it, it was a ball game in which the Cats come up. Obviously, it's 2 ball game teams neighboring each other, obviously county-wise. It's one you get up for, needless to say. But what a great effort by your ball club today. Touch upon that tonight.
Well, I think our guys took it a little personal. That there weren't too many people in this gym that actually would have picked us to win.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Jordan Hoaxang over at Ubalors who picked us in the forecasters. He's a wise man. But
okay.
Heritage Hills is an awfully good team. And Trent
Yes.
Sicily, we defended him as well as we could possibly defend him, and I think he ended up with 31 points.
He ended up with 31 points. It was Jason and I were talking about in the outset of this broadcast was the fact that those were the kind of players. It kind of goes back to the Zellers. You let them have their 40 or whatever the case be, but it's the jobs you do on the other players too. And needless to say, they only had one other player in double figures. So.
Well, you run into that dilemma. Do you double team Sicily when he's got the ball, or do you just guard him straight up and try to help early on him and make somebody else beat you? And we decided to play him straight up. But even at that, there's a reason that Purdue and Notre Dame and IU and everybody wants him. He's an awfully good player, and he's a class act, and he's tremendously talented. And it took everything we could do to win. And I think that's what I was getting back to earlier. I don't think too many people gave us a chance to win, and I think our guys – I think we've turned the corner a little bit. We've been playing much better lately, and with Griffin Heil back, we're just, not to take a quote from Normandale, but we're firing on all cylinders, and we're not perfect. And I think that's the big trick right now too. We don't want to get complacent and start thinking that we've got it all figured out, because we don't.
Well, obviously, getting Griff back is a big addition to this ball club. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, that's with big victories we had the last 3 days with Bar Reeve and Heritage Hills. How has that changed? Has that made a big change in the ball club, their complexity, or anything like that?
Well, X's and O's wise, he's a rebounder and sets screens, and you need a GPS to get around him. He's a big boy. And,
yeah.
But so he does some things. He eats up a lot of room in the paint, and when he gets the ball in the paint, he draws double teams, which opens opportunities for shooters. But the biggest thing he brings to us was more of a psychological boost. And if you were here during the introductions, or if you were at Bar Reeve on Thursday night when he first got introduced, the student section goes crazy, and
that's great.
And it's a morale boost for our team, because he was an important player for us last year, and we weren't sure he'd be able to play this year, and so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed and hold our breath and hope we get more out of him.
Kind of go by the wind of this sails, and so to speak, and that is right, John. It's nice when you have a senior like him who obviously was down. I don't want to say down now, but obviously unfortunately hurt. And but to get him picked up, to pick him back up, to pick this team up this point of the year, it's great. Speaking of the rest of the year, of course, starting with Modern Day on Tuesday night, this is one of those games that you learn from, and you know what to do from, as far as what the ultimate goal is down at the stretch is playing well in the tournament.
Well, Modern Day's they're a conference opponent, but they're a dangerous team when they're shooting well. And they're a below 500 team record-wise right now, but they play a brutal schedule. And they just came off a really big win over Lagodi. They put it to Lagodi. So when they're shooting well, they're hard to deal with, because they do put up a lot of perimeter shots, and they're quick and they're athletic. And then we have to play Modern Day Tuesday and turn right back around and host Castle on Friday. And Castle's probably lengthwise, man for man, the longest team, the tallest team we're going to see this year. There's some Trent Sisleys that we've seen and Tucker Tornados from Memorial, but Castle put several kids on the floor with that are 6'4" and with long arms, and they run the floor well. So that's a whole new problem. Then we have to go to Forest Park
and
make the game on Saturday night, and one of the toughest places to play on our schedule is at Forest Park. So we're looking forward to all of it, but we've got a long week ahead of us.
Very good. Well, John, we look forward to checking and see how everything turns out. Congratulations on a great win this afternoon, 67-61 over the Heritage Hills Patriots. The Wildcats improved to 9-8, while Heritage Hills falls. They're only their third loss of the year, 16-3. Jasper, as we mentioned, will be back home here at the JHS gym against the Modern Day Wildcats for an 8 o'clock start. We'll have that for you Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock here on 18 WJTS. For Jason Stom and Jeremy Marcos and Coach John Gable, I'm Kerry Schneider saying so long from the Jasper High School gym, where the Wildcats pick up a nice victory this afternoon over near neighboring county rival, the Heritage Hills Patriots. Once again, the final score, Jasper 67, Heritage Hills 61. So long, everybody.